Hi guys, and welcome to Dragon Plays. Now what I thought I'd do in today's video is talk you through each of the properties that you can buy when you buy a new land. The reason being is that I went ahead and I bought myself the most expensive Bloxburg mansion and I was disappointed. So what I wanted to do is go through each of the houses with you, talk through the bits that I like, talk through the bits that I don't like so much, so that you have a choice about what you buy rather than spending your hard-earned Bloxburg cash and your dollars from your job. I thought I would give you the opportunity of finding out what each of these things look like before you spend your money. So here we go. How cool is this? So this is where you buy your house slot. You're going to be spending 300 Bloxburg cash. Now, the way that I have done this is you can see the figure you've got down there. Yes, I have spent a few of my own pounds on Roblox so I can get some Bloxburg cash. However, what you can also do is save up for them on a regular basis. So we're not going to buy an empty plot. There's no point in buying that empty plot. We are going to have a go at buying our happy home of Roblox here, which is this one, for 7,500. Here we go. So this is the house. It's that green and yellow house which just reminds me all the time of when you see it of the fact that this is a new person's house, but it is really quite a cute little house. So we're going to go for a run round the outside of our home to see what it looks like. It's got the wooden planks, it's got that brickwork at the end. It's cute. It doesn't have much of a garden. The only garden it has is round here at the front. So we're going to have a look at this little garden. So we can interact with the flowers here. We've got some wildflowers which you can do something with if you want to. And we're going to go head on through into our home. Now the first thing you see is this little table, set for 3, but our home is only for 1 person. So what that means is that it's probably where you're going to have your guests. And there's our evidence of last night, our pizza box, which we have, well, we need to think about throwing away, I think. I probably would have put the sink underneath the window so that you've got something prettier to look at when you are washing up. But you have everything that you need here. You have your refrigerator, your oven, everything that you need to cook your food. Over here we have a little lounge area, which is quite cute, quite comfortable. It's going to get your mood up nice and quickly, especially if you're going to be watching your TV. So quite an old TV, not the world's most modern thing, but in terms of playing the game, it is going to get your mood up, which is going to be a good thing. Now we're heading on into the bathroom. Now this is just a very simple plain bathroom. It doesn't have a window, probably something that I would change. Obviously I'd put a blind on it so that you couldn't see in from the outside when you're having a shower. You've got a blue and yellow theme going on in here, and you've got the little shower. So heading back out into the main area of the house, going into our final room over here, which is the bedroom. I obviously had been running around a little bit drunk, running into walls. What we have over here is a very nice little yellow and blue room again. In this cupboard there, that is your wardrobe. You have a single person bed, which, given that you've got 3 people to be able to sit at your table, makes you wonder where these people are coming in. There's your wardrobe, quite cute. And then we have the rest of the room. We have some space for some books, and this is kind of the feel of this house. You've got a yellow and blue feel to the whole of this house. It's quite plain. It has quite a sort of 70s feel to me as you look at it. So I probably would do quite a bit to change and decorate this place when I got hold of it. One of the things that I'd probably do with this place is get hold of candles and things like that, because I always found that I was running out of lighting all the time because I didn't have enough money. So this is your little happy home of Roblox here. So what I thought I'd do is show you a little bit about this house. So it cost me 7,500. We have lost a little bit of money in the build process, and if we were to delete this house it would lose even more. But you're not going to be losing a huge amount, maybe $500 at most. So just have a look at the build. It's got the flat mansard roof, which is quite cute, quite like that. And this is our layout. So we have 3 spaces, and you have the built-in wardrobe, which is one of those things, it actually takes up quite a bit of space. Yeah, it's just one of those things that looks good, there. It looks good but takes up that space. You've got the lounge, you've got the bathroom, nice and simple, quite cute, and that's this home. Okie dokie, so what we're going to do now is we're going to buy another house lot, so another 300 Bloxburg cash to be spent, and we are going to buy the, well, obviously not the empty plot. We've got our happy home of Roblox here, so we're going to go for a cozy cottage for 20,000. Here we go, we're just loading her up at the moment, and we have a little white cottage, little white and sort of grey cottage really. Let's go for a run round the outside. We have some trees that have been planted for us. We have that wood panelling effect. We've got some shutters, same colour as the windows, so they're not maybe standing out as much. We've got some brickwork to give extra texture to the outside. And around the front here we have a little garden area. Now I'm thinking you could possibly put a patio on that corner and have another sitting out area or something like that. Let's have a go at looking at what's inside our home. So this is the first time I have been inside this house. We have, it's very grey again. Intriguingly, we've got some yellow toned curtains with the grey walls. Not 100% sure that works, but hey, we have a little table, little seating area. We have, yeah, a really cute little home here. We've got 3 bedrooms, well, 3 doors, so let's have a look around those doors in a minute. But first of all, we have our kitchen area, so our sink in the corner, our cooker, we have some fruit, and our fridge. So we have everything that we need to make our food, to get us nice and healthy again whilst we are playing the game. Let's have a look in this room. Now this, I'm guessing this might be the master bedroom. We've got 2 doors off it. We've got a single bed rather than a double bed, so it makes the room look bigger because it is only a single bed that we have in here. Here's our little bathroom. Oh, that's really quite cute. Quite grey. So this house is very simple in its style, has that grey and white tone to it. Means that as a builder you can slap your own style on this. And we have our built-in wardrobe. That's cute. We have a cute little bed, we have a clock, we have somewhere to store our clothes on the left hand side there. Look, a little chest of drawers with a mirror over it. So we've got some space to customise this little home. Now what's over here on the other side? It's another single bed. So that's cute. Okay, behind the door we've got a chair, so we've got somewhere to sit, and we have a wardrobe in on this side, so you've got everything you need to live your life in this little home. Little clock, little bedside table, and let's head out and have a look around the last room in this place. So it is the bathroom. That's good, you need a bathroom. So this is obviously the family bathroom. We've got a shutter on this window. That's got to be a good thing because it is at the front of the house. We don't want anybody watching you whilst you're in the bath. Very cute, very grey again. So nice to be able to put your own personal stamp on this place. So quite classy. So it's a 2-person house, 2 single beds. I would imagine if you put double beds in those rooms it's going to feel a bit more cramped, but maybe a nice little student home or something like that. Back out to this little area, I'm thinking you could put some potted plants around here, maybe some hanging baskets. So let me have a think about this house. What do I like? Well, I like that it's small, I like that it's cute, it reminds me of a holiday home, it also reminds me of student accommodation. It's quite grey, which means that you can put your own stamp on it. What don't I like? Well, I'm not convinced of the colour scheme, to be honest. There's some yellow in there with the cool colours, so I would want to change that up. Let's have a look at this. So it's valued at 17,000. We paid 20,000 for it, so we've lost a bit of money and we'll lose even more if we demolish this place. So for your 20,000, you probably got about 15,000 worth if you ever choose to demolish this place. Looking at the build, we've got the mansard roof again. Really nice and simple. And then we have those areas there. Now, I wonder if I would do this slightly differently. I probably would move some of the internal walls a bit. I possibly wouldn't have built-in wardrobe because that saves me a bit more space. I might change the walls around in this place a bit just to try and make it feel a bit more open and spacious, but you have a nice little space there, 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, a little kitchenette, and everything that you need, really. And that's the end of looking at the little cozy house. Okay, we are now going for our next build. We did our cozy cottage, so we are now doing peaceful living. Now here we are, loading it up again. So, we've got a kind of beigey taupey colour type thing, and this is our first house with a garage. How cool is that? Let's have a look around. So we have the windows. Oh look! Oh, isn't this cute? We have a little backyard area, a little patio. Got a little barbecue that we can have, and you can sit and drink your drinks looking out over the mountains. You've got your back door into the garden. Going round with the wood panelling. Notice with these, the window shutters are a different colour to the windows, which actually makes them stand out a bit more, so that is cool. Let's have a look into this garage. Oh, we have a sink, wasn't expecting that. And the texture, oh look, the texture on the sink is metal. Kind of, yeah, it does kind of remind you of a workshop that you might find kind of, but wasn't necessarily expecting it in a garage, like the wood and like the bricks. Okay, and we have a wooden panelling shutter. That's interesting. So we're going to go into the house. Okay, I probably shouldn't have done that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out through the front door so that we kind of can imagine what it would be like if we entered this house for the first time. Okay, so what's our first impression? Well, it's green and grey and the roof feels a bit low, but that is a nice space for a sitting area. We've got a lot of plants. It's open plan living. Here is our dining room table right in the kitchen area. So we've got diagonal lines. We've got a higher end fridge spec here. Got a cooker. Got a sink by the window. Somebody finally has done a sink by the window. We have our back door. And we have 2 doors heading off into other rooms. Now let's have a look what we've got. We've got a cute little bathroom. Okay, so the curtains have got a wood pattern on it. Intriguing. The door's got a wood pattern, so it's all matching in there. We have got a little shelf over the bath. Haven't seen that before. That's quite cute, quite helpful as well. Cute little bath. Let's see if we can close this door up. There we go. So actually it's going to feel quite spacious when you're in this bath with that door closed. So that is our bathroom. Close that door up. Let's head into this one. So this has got to be our bedroom. Oh, we've suddenly gone into a deep red rather than the green. We've still got that same kind of concrete texture, which made the place look a bit gloomy, to be honest, but quite cute. 1-person bed. We might want to put a 2nd-person bed into there, sort of double bed. But we've got a nice little sitting area. Maybe this is the home of an artist. They've got their walk-in wardrobe there. This is a one-person home. There's enough space in there to create a bedroom. Sorry, accidentally opening the bathroom door. Let's head out, closing all the doors up. So this is our impression. So the colours are quite dull, quite frankly, but in terms of the shape of the property, it is really quite cute. There's a lot of things that we could do with this place, but it feels like somewhere that you could maybe live. So let me think about what I like about this place. So I like the fact that we have a garage. I like the really cute little seating place outside. That's really lovely. I like there's quite a bit of space inside. Not so keen on the colour scheme. Would probably put in space for a second bed, so for a double bed, so that this is a two-person home rather than a one-person home. So let's have a think about this. So 35,000. We've lost quite a bit of money on building this house, so our value is quite a bit lower. We have, let's have a look at this. We have quite a complex roof here. Wow. That's going to be one of those roofs, if you ever choose to delete it, it's going to have lots of separate parts to it. It's quite messy actually, but it does exactly what you need it to do. Now have a look inside. So not surprisingly, it's got quite a symmetrical feel to this. So your garage matches where your bedroom is. Your bathroom is actually where your little courtyard is on the outside. There's space around that you could create some little seating areas in the garden as well if you wanted that. You've got a lot more space actually. I don't know if you can see that there's a slightly darker white line. That would be your line where you have the smaller plots that you first buy when you get into Bloxburg. I've actually bought the bigger plot, so which is why mine is bigger. So coming in on this side just gives you that extra view in on the lounge. Actually, it's not bad. It's actually quite cute. I have to say, it's a sort of place where I probably would end up as an artist turning the garage into more of an art studio, because that's a really nice space. Paint that up white and you have a really nice workspace. So this is your peaceful living home. What do you reckon of it? I think it's quite cute. Okay, so we are on to our next build, and it is the classic family home. Now, here we go. From the outside, we have a greenhouse, kind of some wood, so it's still got that kind of wood and brick feel to it. We have a bit of a garage, a little bit of a garden here at the front. I'm almost imagining you could turn that into a water feature just there at the front if you took that tree out. Heading round the back, so you've kind of got that really nice kind of brick drive as you come up through. You have a random rock and a random back door. Doesn't actually go anywhere, so that would need some work. We've got the green wooden panelling. We've got no shutters on these windows, and we've obviously got a really interesting shaped house because we've got a lot of cutouts again. So there's some opportunity to, I don't know, make the house better. You've got plants coming through the walls and a random light on the outside. Okay, that's a bit weird. Now we're heading round to the front. We have a little bit of a garden going on here. Quite a random garden, kind of more of a wildflower garden than one that's been planted, but you have these really nice little lamps as you come up the driveway. I think those are really very cute. I have to say I really like the pattern of this driveway as you come up through. Let's have a look at this garage. So this is just a very plain little garage, kind of a mustardy greeny kind of colour. Goes well with the stonework, have to say. That works well. And now thinking through going up to our front door. So we have, that feels a bit lopsided somehow. That window and that door kind of feels a bit lopsided to me. Anyway, you've got you can ring a bell, so your visitors can ring that doorbell, and you get, I mean, this is actually really cute, I have to say, but oh, that's disappointing. Let's see if we can get some light on in this place. Oh, okay, no lights are coming on. I'm guessing we've got no lights in this area. That's a bit disappointing, coming into a dark space. But I have to say I really like that. I'd like it better if it was brighter, but there's something about the way that that kitchen is designed, the way that that table is placed. Oh, actually, I really like that. There's some space over there by the look of it, where you could maybe put in a little comfort seating area, or maybe a desk or something, so that you could have kind of more of a living space. And that there is the door that leads out into the garage. So we have this beautiful brickwork. I really have to say I like this brickwork. I'm just intrigued why though we have this brickwork on the inside but we have the wooden panelling on the outside. It would make sense for me to actually follow that all the way through. But I like this big open kitchen space. I like the fact that you've got the diagonals in there. Like that a lot. I like the terracotta of the walls, but would want to have more lighting in that space, because you've got loads of books around everywhere, but it's not light enough for you to be able to read anything. So heading out here, we have, what do we have out here? Oh, that looks like it might be heading out into the garage. Yep, this is the garage. So nice light garage. Okay, that's weird. We have some books. That could be almost like a greenhouse type area if you did that well. So let's go through this dark corridor. Into the lounge. Now I like the floor. I like the size of it. The size is great. Not convinced about the dark wall colouring and the dark furniture, because you're kind of losing the furniture into the walls, but it's a really beautiful space. You've got a huge picture that you can change up, a huge TV. That's a really nice living space. Oh, and we're coming into the bedroom and we've got that same brickwork. Have to say I'm liking that brickwork. Huge TV again that you can watch whilst in bed. And we have in here, oh, I was expecting that to be the bathroom. It's not. It's a cupboard. That's cool. That's really cool. Let's see what else we've got in here. We don't have any curtains on the windows, just out of interest. And this is our bathroom. Like that blue, that blue. Got a really sleek shower, really modern fittings. Yeah, no, that's nice. I could do that. So we've got a little desk area here. That's cute. And a big nice bed, and it doesn't feel crowded, so this is a really nice spacious room. I like that. Got to say, I've got to like that. In here, I didn't notice this before, we have this piano. It shows you how big the room is and how deep the walls are. I didn't actually notice the piano, and that's going to really help when you are trying to get your mood up in the game, so you've actually got something to do. You've also got a skill for music, so that's going to be great for you to get your skills up. But look at this, it's a really bright day outside and it feels really dark inside. Now that's the biggest problem I think I have with this property, is it's just dark, but that is really easy to solve. You just need to put some more lights in, and the number of times I built things without lights is crazy. So this is fairly common to me to put this one right. What I like about this place is it really created an emotional feel for me when I walked into that kitchen. I loved that. I loved the space. What I would say though is you're losing quite a bit of money when you're purchasing this. Look, you're coming down to a value of 47,000. That's partly because you don't have a huge number of rooms, to be fair. So let's have a look at the build. You've got, I don't know if you can see this white line around the outside. This is where the boundary line this would be for the smaller property. So this property is going to really nicely fit into anybody's plot size. Let's have a look. We've got the mansard roof again, so nice contemporary modern roof, and we just have a very simple layout here. Loving that kitchen, have to say, really like that kitchen. There's some space there that we can build some bit more things. We've got a hallway and that lounge. That lounge needs a bit of work, but it's a beautiful size. We can do something with that for sure. And then we have this bedroom here, and I'm loving the size of that bedroom, and the bathroom is just really cute. So got some spaces around the outside where we could do some work in the garden. This place is definitely going to need some work in the garden because you've got that back door that just kind of goes to nowhere. So this is definitely a place that you need to do a bit of work to kind of get it up to standard, or my standard anyway. But it's a pretty place. So that is this home. I'm hoping you enjoy this, and let's look at the next house. Okay, so we are now on to our next home, which is the small suburban home for 85,000. Unfortunately, it's raining today, so that means I'm going to get wet as I give you a guided tour. Anyway, so this is our home. I have to say that it has that kind of country feel. It feels nice, it feels good. It just feels like it's something that you and I could kind of live in. Now, we've obviously got a bit of a back garden going on, a private back garden, because as we run round to either side of the house, you can't get into the back garden. Now, I'm going to run round the outside of it. Now, actually, I cut some of this out because you just don't want to see the side of a wall all the way around. So that goes all the way around. So here I am right now, right down to the front again. And let's have a look into our garage. Oh, we've got that same red metal thing going on. We've got water and a sink in there. So we've got a nice little garage, goes straight into the home. Let's close that up, get those shutters down. So a nice one. We've got nice little window shutters on here. I have to say I quite like the tone of the outside. Inside, the walls have got a concrete feel to them. There's our door into the garage. What have we got here? What does this lead us into? Oh, it's a cupboard. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, that's cool. So we've got a little cupboard. Again, very much a concrete feel to these walls. Nice little lounge. Now, this kind of reminds me a little bit of my grand's house somehow. Kind of, I don't know, has an old person's vibe to it somehow. I'm not quite sure why that is. If we were going to be doing that up to sell, then we'd need to change this up. So we've got a fairly light kitchen, got a nice light kitchen in here, although we've got the concrete in on the walls again. I think I might like to do something different. Oh, we have a really cute back garden. So we've got a little patio area there, and then quite a nice space actually. Oh dear, I've suddenly gone bored. Sorry, that's nothing to do with making this video. Bless her, she's gone bored. So let's have a look around. So I actually quite like that. I quite like the marble tops there. Let's have a look in here. So this is our bedroom. This is our double bedroom. We have a little table there, a nice little double bed, very mustardy colours, quite warm colours. This is our built-in wardrobe. Again, we've got an easel in there. We've got a laptop and a computer. So nice little double room, nice workspace in there. Then in this one, we have another bedroom. This is a single bedroom, although there is enough space in here to quite easily take a double bed. Really is. And then through here, we have another walk-in wardrobe. That's cool. We've got another desk. So nice living spaces. There's a lot, have to be honest, the rooms are quite a lot bigger than the rooms that I live in at the moment. Now let's have a look at this. We have nice bathroom. So we've kind of got that marble effect on the walls. We've got big mirror, got good lighting. So it actually feels quite nice in this space. So then we've got our corridor. Okay, so it kind of feels like we've got this open living space here, but then we've got some private areas at the back for us to live in. Cool. Now let's have a run out of here. Let's have a quick final look round and then have a think about the things that we like and dislike about this place. So what do I like about this place? I like the little garden. That's really cute. I like the size of the bedrooms. They are lovely. The bathroom could be done a little bit better high spec, but actually it's really good high spec. It's a nice little place. What don't I like? a little bit dark in terms of the furniture, would want to do that up a bit. So it cost us 85. Now we've only got 56 in terms of value here, so we're going to be losing quite a bit of money on this property. In terms of the build, that roof is a lot prettier than one of the other ones, isn't it? Oh, that's a lot prettier. So this garden also fits well inside that boundary of the small of the normal plots that you buy when you first come onto Bloxburg. So that's quite cute. Okay, so it's quite simple. There's a lot of space there that you can use to update it and actually do a bit more to this property. Okay, we are on to our final property. Oh, this is the property that I bought. I spent hours at work to get myself my 200,000. I got it. And then when I got it, I wasn't as impressed as I thought I was going to be. So this property has some good curb appeal. I love the kind of Spanish feel of it. It kind of feels like a villa. It feels from the outside really nice, I have to say, which is why I had some really high expectations of it. I have to say I like the warmth of the feeling of the outside of this. We've got some place to plant up some areas and make a nice little garden. We have a little kind of little nooks and crannies around the outside. And we're going to have a little trip round now to the back of the house. So this is really cute, a really cute little pathway and through to our luxury swimming pool. So we have our own private swimming pool, we have our own lounges, we have a door here through into the house. We've got another little area of garden. I have to say that when I first saw this, I thought that is really cute. That is my own little area and I like this. This is somewhere where I could relax. This is somewhere where I could spend time, and we've got these doors into the house. So let's, rather than going through the back, let's run round through to the front now. Lots of areas, we can plant up some plants there. And let's have a look and going through our front door. So this is what struck me is, again, we have no lights in this area. It's light because at the time of day that it is, but there are no lights in here. And we run through into here. Oh, how disappointing is that? There's some really beautiful things in there. I don't know if you can see it, but there are some sculptures, there are some paintings. But because there's no light here, we can't see it. And you've got that beautiful green, but that means that it's even darker. Now this is our living space. Again, it could do with some lighting, but we've got a really nice TV in here. I would probably add some more sofas in here to actually make it feel a bit better. So we've got a music area. So yeah, lovely little lounge. Could be a bit more homely, but it's a lovely space. Now I have to say I like this room. I like the colour of the walls. I like the space. I like the fact that you've got your own sitting area in there. I have to say I really like this little room. Then through into here we have the bathroom. So a nice little bathroom, kind of going back to that warm and mustardy colours. Got some books in there just in case you want to read in the bath, with concrete walls. So I like the wallpaper in that room as well. Not so sure about the striped wallpaper, but that's just me. In here we have a little study. Now this study needs a bit more light, so you can actually see as I turn on and off this light, it makes very little difference to this room. I'm not going to change the photo. I'll do that later at some point. But it could do some light in here. It's also a nice little study, so I reckon it could probably do with a computer. It could probably do with a fireplace. Now, wouldn't that be amazing to actually have your own study and a fireplace in that area? I think that would be really cool. So let's move over into the other side of the house, past our lovely doors that lead into the back garden. Oh, love that back garden. How cool is that? So let's head back into the house. And what do we have over here? We have the kitchen. Again, really dark. So we need to do something about that. Put some more lighting in there. But as I said, I have a tendency to miss out lighting myself. So you've got a nice space, got a modern dining room table in there, some modern chairs. Running out through here, we have the garage. So this is actually really nice again, because you've got a really nice space out into the garage. Got some lighting onto the walls. And as you open the door, you can actually see just how dark it is in this space, because how beautifully light it is outside. You've got some interesting wall lights on the side, which actually, to start with, made me think that there were possibly some windows there, but they're not. There are some really interesting light panels. So nice little storage space, something that we could do some stuff up with in here. Then we have, so we look around the gut here. Oops, I've just realised I haven't shown you the dining room. I just kind of give you a brief glimpse of it. Now let's head in and have a look at this dining room. And it's really nice. I like the size. I like the fact that you can do something, but it feels half finished somehow. It feels really dark because there's not enough light in there, but it feels as if it's something that could be a really beautiful dining space that you could actually enjoy. So let me have a think. I'm going to give you the intro and outro from the back of the house. So things that I like about this space: I love the garden. I love the space of this house. There's some really nice space in here. I'm really disappointed by the lighting. I'm really disappointed for 200,000 that it doesn't feel as finished as it could do. And that probably was my biggest disappointment, is that actually for 200,000 I was expecting it to be more finished. And this is where my shock came. Spent 200,000, it's actually only worth 139, and then if you were to demolish the place, you would get even less. So you probably lose about 100k on this property should you ever demolish it. So that was my bit of a shock, really. So this is our property. The walls go all the way round onto those fences are all the way around onto the small property boundary that you get when you first get your Bloxburg properties. So this is a pretty huge property, and unless you buy the bigger plot, it is as big as you are going to get. It has some lovely areas there that you can plant up and make it a really nice garden. It wasn't until I took the lid off, so to speak, took the roof off, that you kind of realise it's actually only a one-bedroom house. This is meant to be a mansion, but we've only got one bedroom. So either we need to put another level on this, or we need to think about dividing up some of these rooms, because this is only a house at the moment for 2 people. We've got several tables that kind of indicate that more people could live here, but this is maybe a building for a couple rather than a family at the moment. So this is one of those houses that is going to need a bit of work to bring it up to speed. But I have to say, it is really cute. I love the curb appeal. I love the feeling that you get, and I love the kind of the garden. Now I'm thinking that I probably would put some stuff in the middle. So goodbye, and thank you for spending the time with me. It has been great to talk you through all these houses, and I hope you have developed a sense of what you might be able to do with some of these properties, and you don't have to buy and spend all the money that you have. You can just look at this video and decide what you want to purchase. Take care. See you soon.